She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper.
What are colors? Colors in textbooks are the property possessed by an object of producing different sensations on the eye as a result of the way it reflects or emits light. But how do you really define colors? I think colors are what we are. I can't imagine my life without colors. Can you? I may help you answer that question. So let's begin. Hi, I'm Rivan Shah and I will be your guide through the process of understanding color psychology.
There must be something better.
There was a time where there were no color names, and that is not very old in many cases, when the present color words were terms that could be used in describing quite different qualities. As different societies developed named for cultures across the globe, isolated cultures went about naming the colors, but weirdly, they all generally did it in the same order. The first color wheel was presented by Isaac Newton in the 17th century when he first discovered the visible spectrum of light. Around this time, the color was thought to be a product of mixing of light and dark, with red being the most light and blue being the most dark. Newton saw that this theory was flawed. He began testing the properties of white light and to try therewith the celebrated phenomena of color. In his classic prism experiment, he noted that white light is composed of a variety of colors. He then mapped these colors into an octave schema as the first color wheel and the original Roy G. Biv. His experimentations also led to the discovery that all secondary colors can be made by mixing primary colors. Color production is still regulated by hue, value, and saturation, which have important implications for such things as the production of paints and dyes and the coding of pixels in televisions for specific colors. There are thousands of infographics, images, and guides explaining how to use color psychology. Usually, these infographics look something like this. Red is equal to anger, blue is equal to trust, and green is equal to health. A never-ending list explaining exactly what color creates what emotion. But the problem here is color psychology doesn't work like that. Do you really think that every single color creates only one emotion for every person in the world? Color affects our mood based on our personal opinions. For example, I personally fancy the color black and I associate it with calmness, while a greater number of people may relate it to negativity. However, the majority of sources consulted say that color affects mood by influencing what goes inside of people. Whether we think about it or not, colors have a huge effect on us. The important thing to know about emotions is that they affect our decisions. Emotions are so incredibly important in decision making that a study proved that without emotions, we aren't able to make even the simplest of decisions.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. You see her walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides. Yeah, I wonder what she hides under her disguise. Yeah. And all the girls around the world, they wanna be her. And all the dudes are trying to score like it's fever. She lives a double life, puts on a show. What's under the subtle smile, we'll never know. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her.
Let me paint a picture. I see they don't understand. Feeling like Picasso. She brushing against my hands. Seen you from around